Hello students, welcome to my next video online class. So here I am with a new chapter, that is inverse trigonometric function, and this chapter is very scoring as well as very interesting. But the thing is that you need to remember the formulas. Okay, so there are a few formulas which you have to mug up, and if you know the formulas, the questions will be very easy for you. You see, few formulas I have noted down on the board. In this chapter, first we have to understand the principal values of 6 trigonometric functions. Okay, you see in the left hand side I have noted down here y equals to sine inverse x, y equals to cosec inverse x, y equals to tan inverse x, cot inverse x, sec inverse x and cos inverse x. So these are the 6 trigonometric functions, that is inverse trigonometric functions. Now you see y equals to sine x, this can be written as x equals to sine inverse y, right? So this is the inverse function which I am talking out here. So there are 6 trigonometric functions, and these 6 trigonometric functions values depend within a fixed range, right? Like for example, you see sine inverse, cosec inverse and tan inverse. These principal values will lie between minus pi by 2 to pi by 2. Okay, so that means these 3 values lie between minus 90 to plus 90. Their value has to lie between them. Okay, similarly cot inverse x, sec inverse x and cos inverse x, these 3 values will lie between 0 to pi, that is 0 to 180. That means this answer means the last answer which we will be getting for this trigonometric last 3 trigonometric functions, their answer should be positive. That means their answer should lie between 0 to 180, right? Whereas in this first 3, sine inverse x, cosec inverse x and tan inverse x, their answer should lie between minus 90 to plus 90. Okay, so these are the principal values of these 6 trigonometric functions. Okay, now the question arises, if their values does not lie between this range, that is first 3 values not lying between minus 90 to plus 90, or last 3 trigonometric functions values does not lie between 0 to 180, then what we have to do? So in that answer we need to subtract from 180, or directly we will be applying the formula. That formula I will be coming a bit later. You see, so these are the principal values of these 6 trigonometric functions. So next we have here sine inverse sine theta equals to theta. That means sine inverse is outside the bracket and its angle is sine theta. Now sine and sine theta will get cancelled. So what will be left part? That is theta. So theta is our answer. And we know as it is sine inverse, its answer, the theta answer should lie between minus 90 to plus 90, which we have seen here, right? So that's why I have written here sine inverse sine theta. Sine and sine got cancelled. That cancellation we have not shown because it will show here dirty, it will look dirty. So just you will cancel in mind, that is sine inverse and sine got cancelled. What is left here? Theta. So theta belongs to minus pi by 2 to pi by 2. That means here, and for all theta, here it is pronounced like this, sine inverse sine theta equals to theta. For all theta belongs to minus pi by 2 to pi by 2. Okay, that means this is the belongs to sign. You see here belongs to sign, this one, right? So theta belongs to minus 90 to plus 90. Similarly tan and tan inverse got cancelled. What is left out here? Theta. Therefore this theta belongs to minus pi by 2 to pi by 2. Similarly for other trigonometric functions, if I take cosec inverse cosec theta, that means cosec inverse and cosec theta, cosec will get cancelled. What will be left? Theta, and theta will lie between minus pi by 2 to pi by 2. Similarly for cos, and that theta will lie between 0 to pi. So likewise we will be writing for other trigonometric functions also. Okay, next formula we see reciprocal property. So what is a reciprocal property? Here you see cosec inverse x can be written as sine inverse 1 by x. Like for example, if I say cosec inverse 3 by 4, this one can be written as here sine inverse 4 by 3, right? That is, this property is called here reciprocal property. So that means cosec inverse is going with sine, sec is going with cos and cot is going with tan. Okay, note here cot inverse x can be written as tan inverse 1 by x if x is greater than 0. But in case if x is less than 0, then we need to add here pi. That means pi plus tan inverse x in case of x is less than 0. Okay, so this is small thing, you have to keep it in mind. Next we will jump to next formula, that is negative angles. You see, first trigonometric functions were sine inverse, cosec and tan inverse, and its negative angle will give you minus front. Okay, minus you need to write front. You see, sine inverse of minus x can be written as what? Minus tan inverse x. Tan inverse of minus x can be written as minus tan inverse x. Similarly, cosec inverse of minus x can be written as minus cosec inverse x. But the last trigonometric functions we have cot inverse x, sec inverse x and cos inverse x. For these three trigonometric functions we need to subtract from pi. Okay, so why we are subtracting here from pi? Because if the angles of these last three trigonometric functions are negative, then their answer won't be positive. Okay, its principal value will be negative, which is not possible. Okay, the principal value of last three has to lie between 0 to pi, that means 0 to 180. Okay, as they are not lying between 0 to 180, so we are subtracting from pi. That is cos inverse minus x is pi minus cos inverse x. Sec inverse minus x, pi minus sec inverse x. Cot inverse minus x, that is pi minus cot inverse x. Okay, so we will solve based upon these formulas few questions also. And you see, let's move to next formula, that is f4. Sin inverse x plus cos inverse x equals to pi by 2. Tan inverse x plus cot inverse x equals to pi by 2. Sec inverse x plus cosec inverse x equals to pi by 2. These three also will be used in solving problems. Next we have tan inverse x plus tan inverse y. You see, we have plus here, so we need to write here tan inverse x plus y divided by 1 minus xy. That means if we have plus in the formula in the left hand side, that means the plus sign will be in numerator and opposite negative will be in denominator. Similarly, we have some negative here, that means if it is negative, numerator is negative, denominator is positive, all the terms remains same. 2 tan inverse x has three formulas. Now, depending upon the question, most of the time it comes in the proof part questions. We have to see in right hand side what we have to prove. That is 2 tan inverse x question we have to prove in terms of sines or cos or tan. Okay, based upon that, depending upon that part, we need to choose here that formula. That means 2 tan inverse x, if the answer is in terms of sine, then we need to apply here sine inverse 2x 1 plus x square. 2 tan inverse can be done tan inverse 2x by 1 minus x square. 2 tan inverse x equals to cos inverse 1 minus x square by 1 plus x square. Okay, so these are the formulas. There are a few formulas which I will be giving bit later. So these formulas you need to write in your exercise book. So on the board I have noted down few questions, that are 5 questions based upon some basic formulas. You see, first question we have here sine inverse minus 1 by root 2. Okay, so in this trigonometric function, that is inverse trigonometric functions, here we need to remember the standard values. That means sine 0 0, sine 30 half, sine 45 1 by root 2, sine 60 that is root 3 by 2, sine 90 1. So likewise we have to remember other standard values also. You see, I hope you remember how to create that standard table. So first what we have to do, 0 1 2 3 4, we need to write here 0 1 2 3 4. We divide it by 4, right? So after dividing by 4, 0 by 4 is 0, again 1 by 4, that is half, and 3 by 4 and 1, right? So this is for 0 degree, 30 degree, 45, 60 and 90. Now we need to put a square root here. So after placing square root, again we will be getting here 0, 1 by 2, that is 1 by root 2, root 3 by 2 and 1. That means 0, 30, 45, 60, 90. So first one is for sine, second one will be for cos. That means 1, we will just write opposite, 1, then root 3 by 2, then 1 by root 2 will be unchanged, 1 by 2, 0. Similarly tan, just we need to divide this one, 0 by 1 is 0. If I divide this one, then I will be getting 1 by root 3, here 1 will get cancelled, that is root 3, 1 by 0 is not defined. So you see, this table is important. Now we need to find for cosec, suppose cosec 45, sin 45 is 1 by root 2, that means cosec 45 will be root 2 by 1. That likewise we will have to write for the other reciprocals also. Okay, so you see, based upon this table and this principal value, we will be solving these 5 questions. Okay, so first question, let us start with the first question. That is question number 1. We have y equals to sine inverse minus 1 by root 2, right? So sine inverse of minus x, just now we have seen minus sine inverse x, that is minus sine inverse x, right? That is the formula. Sine inverse minus x was minus sine inverse x, simple. So here we are writing minus sine inverse x. Now minus sine inverse x, it is now 1 by root 2. So in sine table, when it is 1 by root 2, sine 45. So sine 45 can be written as sine pi by 4. That means we need to write here in terms of radian. We cannot write in terms of degree here. Okay. So sine 45 is here. Now sine and sine inverse will get cancelled. What we will be getting here? Minus pi by 4. Minus pi by 4 means minus 45. So minus 45 is lying between minus 90 or not? Yes, it is lying. So minus pi by 4 is lying between minus pi by 2 to pi by 2. Therefore, it belongs to minus pi by 2 to pi by 2. This is our answer. Okay. So same way we will be solving for question number 2 also. Let's see for question number 2. Question number 2 we have y equals to cos inverse root 3 by 2. Right? So cos inverse as it is now root 3 by 2. In terms of cos, we will see that when it is root 3 by 2, that is 30. Okay. Now 30 can be written as pi by 6. See how I am changing this one. 0 is written as 0. 30 is written by pi by 6 because pi is 180. 180 divided by 6 is 30. So 30 can be written as pi by 6. 45 can be written as pi by 4. 60 can be written as pi by 3. And 90 can be written as pi by 2. Right? Because pi is 180. So likewise we will be writing for here also. So when it is root 3 by 2, that is cos, that is 30. So cos 30 can be written as what? Pi by 6. So we need to write here cos pi by 6, right? So cos and cos will get cancelled. So what we will get here? Pi by 6. Pi by 6 means 30. So 30 is lying between 0 to 180 or not? Yes, it is lying. So therefore it belongs to 0 to pi. Okay. So this is our answer. So likewise we will be solving for other values also. So next question we have question number 3. Y equals to tan inverse minus root 3. You see, that means y equals to tan inverse minus of root 3 can be written as minus tan inverse root 3. Yes. So just now we have seen for the negative angles sine, tan and cosec. If their angles are negative, then we need to write here minus tan inverse x, minus sine inverse x and minus cosec inverse x. Similarly, tan inverse minus root 3 can be written as minus tan inverse root 3. You see, so minus as it is, tan inverse also as it is. Now root 3 in terms of tan, when it is root 3, you see here, that is tan 60, and 60 can be written as what? Pi by 3. So in place of root 3, we need to write here tan pi by 3. That means tan and tan inverse will get cancelled. So we will be getting here minus pi by 3. So principal value of tan will be lying between, should lie between minus 90 to plus 90. We got here minus 60. So minus 60 is lying between minus 90 to plus 90, right? So this is our required answer. So minus pi by 3, which belongs to minus pi by 2 to pi by 2. Okay, so this is our required answer. So next we have question number 4. Y equals to sec inverse minus root 2. Okay, so you see, cos, sec and cot, if their angles are minus, so we need to subtract from pi. So this question can be rewritten as pi minus sec inverse root 2. Okay, so sec, cos and cot, their answer cannot be negative because their principal values lie between 0 to pi, right? So we have subtracted from here pi minus sec. You see, a reciprocal of sec theta is cos theta. So when cos theta is 1 by root 2, sec theta is root 2. Yes, so this can be written as cos 45 is 1 by root 2, so sec 45 is also 1, that is sec 45 is also root 2 here. So sec will be writing here as it is sec inverse, and in place of root 2 we need to write here sec pi by 4. Okay, so sec and sec will get cancelled, so we will be getting here pi minus pi by 4. Now if we take LCM here, LCM is 4, that means 4 pi minus pi, that is 3 pi by 4. Now we'll just check whether this answer is lying between 0 to 180 or not. Okay, so 3 pi is 180 divided by 4, so 90, that is 2 45 jar, 3 5 jar 15, 3 4 jar 12, that is 135. So 135 is lying between 0 to 180, so therefore we can say that means y, that is principal value of sec inverse minus root 2, belongs to 0 comma pi. So this calculation you need to do it in rough, right? So just to check whether the last answer is lying between 0 to 180 or not. Yes, it is lying. So question number 5, tan inverse root 3 minus sec inverse minus 2 plus cosec inverse 2 by root 3. So these values we can write here. Tan inverse root 3 can be written as, we will just see when it is root 3, that is tan 60 is root 3. So in place of root 3 directly we will be writing here tan pi by 3, that is tan 60, minus sec inverse minus 2, right? As sec inverse minus 2, sec theta angle is negative, so we need to write here pi minus sec inverse 2. So in place of sec inverse minus 2, pi minus sec inverse 2, that is 2 as minus as it is. Now plus cosec inverse 2 by root 3. You see, cosec is an inverse of sine, that means sine when it is root 3 by 2, cosec is 2 by root 3, right? So sine 60 is root 3 by 2, so therefore in place of cosec 2 by root 3 can be written as cosec 60. So cosec 60 can be written as pi by 3. Okay, you see now tan and tan inverse will get cancelled, or before cancelling let us write one more time here, because we have not solved for sec part here. Now minus pi, minus minus plus, now sec inverse. Now in place of 2 we have to see when it is cos half, cos 60 is 1 by 2, therefore sec 60 is 2. So in place of sec inverse, in place of 2 here we need to write here sec 60. 60 can be written as pi by 3. Okay, plus cosec inverse cosec pi by 3. So we need to cancel here now. Tan and tan inverse will get cancelled, we will be getting here pi by 3, minus pi, plus sec and sec inverse will get cancelled, that is pi by 3 again, plus cosec and cosec inverse will get cancelled, we will be getting here pi by 3. So pi by 3 plus pi by 3 plus pi by 3, that is 3 pi by 3 minus pi, that means 3 and 3 got cancelled, that is pi minus pi, answer is 0. So this is our required answer. So you see the next question here, find sin A if tan inverse 3 by 4 equals to A. So we need to find here sin A, and this is given part. So tan inverse 3 by 4 can be written as 3 by 4, so tan will change its side, then it will become tan A, or this can be written as tan A equals to 3 by 4, same here. So we know tan theta equals to P by B, that is turn permanently black, that is P is the perpendicular here, that is perpendicular is 3 and base is here 4. So if we know P and B, H can be easily, we can find it out, that is H squared equals to P squared plus B squared, that is by Pythagoras theorem, or H equals to root under P squared plus B squared. P we have 3 here, that is 3 square, B we have 4, that is 4 square, that is root under 9 plus 16, So that is root under 25. 9 plus 16 is 25. Root under 25 is 5. Right? So that is 5 into 5. So we have taken 1 5. So h we got 5. So you see, we need to find here sine A. So sine A is P by h. Right? So what is P here? So P we have 3 and h just now we have found, that is 3. Therefore sine A equals to 3 by 5. So this is our required answer. Next question we have, find x if sine inverse 1 by 2 equals to tan inverse x. Okay. So in this question we need to get here the value of x here. We know the standard value of sine 30 is half, right? So in place of 1 by 2 we will be writing here sine inverse as it is. In place of half we need to write here sine 30. So sine 30 can be written as pi by 6, that is pi by 6 here, tan inverse x, right? Sine and sine inverse will get cancelled. So we will be left out here with pi by 6 equals to tan inverse x. Now tan will change its side, that means tan pi by 6 equals to x, or x equals to tan 30. So tan 30 we know it is 1 by root 3. So this is our required answer. Okay. So I will be giving few questions in your WhatsApp group, and note down the formulas in your exercise book and you mug up the formulas. Okay. If you have already bought your textbooks and all, or if you have any other old books, so practice from there, right? And you see there are few questions in the ISC assessment questions also. So in this chapter maximum questions comes from there. So for practice you need to write all the questions from the exercise book, that all you have to solve, plus you have to solve the ISC assessment questions. Okay. So keep practicing at home, and very soon I am going to conduct this online test also on the previous chapter. So be prepared for that. Thank you.